we've all been following the dumb foolishness that's been going on between Cardi and Atlantic, her trying to expose them and shit like that. And so, I don't know if she was live or something like this, but this page said, Cardi B says she will decide over the weekend if she will drop outside. Like, I don't know where she said this, but girl, you've been getting like so many like just so much feedback on this song, and it's like, why are we still talking about this song? So I actually wanted to. Oh, and then she's been fighting people like on TikTok and stuff like that. Let me show this here. So it says Cardi B shuts down rumors that Atlantic Records has shelved or disapproved her sophomore album. She says, quote, "You're dead wrong. Don't pray for my downfall. I've been anointed by God, by Jesus Christ. Pray for your auntie. Pray for your mom." What? When did she say? Where did she say this? I'm crying. So I actually want to play this. I was supposed to find the timestamp before coming on here because Akademiks talked about this, and I really want to just play what he said. Yeah, it's 16 minutes. I'm not going to play it all. I'm not going to play it all, but I'm trying to see. Let me where he talked about it, because he brought up the same arguments that a lot of people are saying, but yeah, he kind of.
Cardi B got dropped by Atlantic. Where you heard that from? I'll call her right now. I will say though, this ain't about Cardi, but I'll just say, Atlantic is ran by the son of a king. Let me say this again. Atlantic is ran by the son of a king. Man who runs Atlantic, his name is, it's my close personal friend. His name is Elliot Grange. He's the son of Lucian Grange. His pops own the biggest label. Or not owns, but runs the biggest label. This is nepotism at its finest. His son runs the second biggest. Or actually, it's the third, really. His son runs the third biggest. His dad runs the biggest. UMG, WMG. Let me be very clear with y'all. Atlantic has been taken over. And the big dick on the block, pause, is my man, Elliot Grange. All y'all Atlantic artists, well, first of all, they dropped half of y'all. The Meeks, the Kodaks, they dropped all y'all. And they wouldn't even give Young Boy some shit. Because them niggas, they were trying to get some, like, they went public. They had to get bonuses. They dropped people. There wasn't nothing to spend. All the executives got their bonuses. I heard some people got $100 million. Executives. Yes, executives got $100 million. That's why you saw no music from Atlantic for a while. Cardi B been on Atlantic for a while. Here's the thing. Cardi B is now dealing with a new team. Cardi B is like an old baseball player with a new coach, new GM, new pitching coach, new hitting coach. Everything new. Atlantic is brand new. And even if you're a superstar caliber artist like Cardi B, when you say, let's just drop this teaser real quick and I'll be back in 8 months, they're like, bitch, what? You supposed to spend $3 million for you to come back in 8 months? Wait, hold on now. Financially, that don't make sense. If we spend it at $3 million, you got to come us out. Stop the fucking play. It's a lot of things that's changed. Atlantic is very different. I do believe Cardi might have some issues. Because you see all them old niggas, and I hate to call them old niggas. But, and I don't want to call the names of those people. Shit, I will. The Kaisers and the rest of them niggas and everybody else. Shit, even, they brought 300 in, the Kevin Lyles. Because all of that is now under Atlantic Music Group. So they've acquired a bunch. They got rid of all of them niggas. So all of the niggas who used to be on their hands and knees for Cardi, they're gone. They're gone. Out of here. Kaput. Poof. Now, your label is ran by a couple YN white dudes. The heir to the throne, Elliot Grange, and a couple people who you don't have a rapport with, that when you start hitting them with the big ball shit, like, yo, we need $3 million budget to drop this song, and I need that bitch to be like number 1 and number 2. They're going to say, all right, we could do that. We could do that. We love you. We love you. But where the album at? I'll let you know about the album. What, nigga? We ain't going with that shit. This ain't them old niggas that we fired. That's what's happening. This ain't the old niggas that we fired. Different regime. We're going to see how that works. And yes, Atlantic got some YNs there. I worked with them. You know the top dudes at Atlantic now? I used to work with them because no one had to deal with them. The Academy Records is under their shit, 10K. And I used to work with them because Trippie and 6ix9ine was signed to them. So yeah, like they're the people running Atlantic now. They run this shit. Meg shit folds up under there. They told me Meg is coming strong. They said, what did they tell me about Cardi? They said eventually Cardi gonna do something. All right. We're gonna see how that goes. This is business as usual. Business as usual. Also, Cardi, I love you, baby girl, but I gotta be honest with you. You ain't dropped music in 5 years. Actually, 7 years. Your last drop was 2018, I believe. If you think anybody other than your fan base is going to have sympathy about any gripe with the label, you're sadly mistaken.
Bitch, the fans don't even care anymore.
Anybody with a decent brain is going to say, you ain't dropped for 7 years. You're tripping. So, let's get the album going on. Cardi, this is supposed to be the fuck offset album. Come on now. I can say I'm drunk. This supposed to be Offset, you ain't shit, you a bitch. Offset, I don't think like that, brother. I love you. I love you. Me and you talk. I love you. Cardi, I talk to you too. I love you even more. But what I'm saying is, the people want to hear the fuck Offset album. And Offset got to understand that as a man. The females want to hear, that nigga been dogging me out, doing shit, whatever. It's my turn now. It's my lick back. That's where the culture is at. They want that album from Cardi. If Cardi delivers that album, I think she gonna be just fine. 200K. 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 Back like she.
But it's like, do the story even matter anymore? Because it's like, we've seen this shit play out so much in between Cardi and Offset that it's just like, bro, we all know what it's giving. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not really entertained. And it's gonna sound trash. Like, I just don't see it for this album. Like, the album is gonna do over 100,000. Like, for example, before Wayne album came out, some bars was predicting Wayne was going to do over 200K. I was like, bro, I'm concerned that it won't even touch 100K. And now it's I don't know if the final numbers came out, but the final number that I saw said 114,000 or something like that. So it's like, okay, Wayne did the basic like 100K or whatever, but like, you know, does it really feel like that? Like, you know, is this really good for a little Wayne caliber artist? Like, Cardi's going to do over 100K. If, you know, let's see if she can convince them to, you know, just like throw her budget up so that, you know, they could do the payola and the bots or whatever the fuck, so she could get to at least like 150,000. Because if she don't touch like 150,000, it's gonna be bad for her, you know. But you gotta touch at the very, very bare minimum. You gotta touch 100K, and you're still gonna get dragged as if you sold 50K. So the bare minimum is like 150K. What do you think? Let me know. I just wanted to play what Akademiks said, because I like how he breaks it down, especially when it comes to talking about these executives, especially at Atlantic, that he has experience with, that he's been working with Elliot Grange since Elliot Grange was on 10K projects. Because if you don't know, Act like had to deal with them with 10K for his own label, because he put out music like as an artist and whatever. So he knows Elliot, right? For a couple of years now. And I like what he said about, like, yeah, I believe that Cardi B is having issues. Like, of course she's having issues. Like, the people who really signed her and championed her career, they're gone now. They've been fired. And right now, Elliot Grange is concerned about putting numbers on the board and getting Atlantic out of that, you know, financial hole that they found themselves in when he took over the company. So it's like, why are we going to continuously pour into you when you're not pouring back into us by giving us that album, by delivering that music, and you expect us to shell out millions of dollars in budgets for you to perform well, and you still, you know, are sitting on your ass and stuff like that? But like, I just hope that Cardi, she's obviously not she's not happy. She's not, child, neither side might be happy at this point, because, you know, they're probably not confident in the music that she presented, and she's not feeling like how they're responding to the music that she presented. And she's probably like, you know, just in a space where she want to get it out now. But it's like, you can't be that mad, because you made this label wait for 8 years. So you can't get mad now. Like I said, I don't like how she turned in the album and then 24 hours later she was like, oh, I'm going live to expose Atlantic. So you did one thing. You finally turned in the album. So like, you did one thing just to be like, okay, now it's their fault. Bitch, you didn't even give them 24 hours with the goddamn music yet. And you want to put it on them as it is their fault? Bitch, you should have been on your third album, fourth album at this point.
Somebody say for.
It's your girl Vina Love, the Harlem Princess, your favorite princess, and this is Destiny Below.
Period.